Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Leslie's in the house. My name is Leslie DePiro. Here on my YouTube channel, I'll be sharing home decorating tips, tricks, and so many more topics related to home decorating. Today is my first do-it-yourself video. Make sure to stay tuned for more to come. Now, I'm going to show you how versatile a can of spray paint really can be. But before I do, please make sure to give a big thumbs up. Make sure to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of my newest videos that I post weekly. So today I'm going to share a really cool DIY tip with you. How many ways can you use a can of spray paint? What if I told you that you can use it on your outdoor cushions? Yes, you heard me right. Rust-Oleum brand spray paint carries a line of outdoor fabric paint. How cool is that? Not only does it offer long-lasting color, this line is specifically designed for outdoor fabric. It's UV resistant, and once applied to your cushions, the paint is super flexible, so it won't crack or peel after it's dry. This is the first time I'm using this outdoor fabric paint, so I'm super excited to show you in real time how this works. So here are my outdoor cushions that I bought at the Christmas tree shop. And I wanted to update them with the hottest new color trend for the season, and that is poppy yellow. So by spray painting the cushion, I'm not only creating less waste by upcycling, I'm also saving money at the same time. That's a good thing, right? So before we get started, let's go over a few items that you will need. First off, you want to spray paint outside. Fumes can get pretty strong, so you want to make sure you have good ventilation for sure. Also, wearing a mask helps too. And I know we all have a large supply of those laying around, right? Now, you want to put down some sort of covering on the ground as to not let the overspray cover anything that you don't want accidentally painted. I'm just using an old cardboard box that I flattened. You'll also want to wear clothes that you don't mind getting dirty. And just so you know, this hat is not a real Gucci hat. This hat I bought on Amazon, I think for $15, and all I did was add a Duke Gucci stretchy headband around my hat. And that's it. It's a cool, affordable way to look stylish and chic, right? So let's get back on topic. Another tip I have is check out which way the wind is blowing outside. There's nothing worse than having spray paint accidentally hit you in the face. How to figure out which way the wind is blowing is by holding up a flag. So I'm using my Bahamian flag, which, by the way, is where both me and my dad were born and raised. It's my heritage that I am very, very proud of. Next, make sure to wear disposable gloves. Once the paint is on your skin, it's really hard to get off. Okay, so let's get started.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I was...
Okay, so I applied the first coat. Doesn't look so bad. A few tips I want to share with you. Make sure you hold the can at least a few inches away from whatever you're spraying. So this way you don't get overspray, which causes a lot of drips. Then it makes everything not look smooth and very clunky. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, instead of like overspraying it to get the desired color and coverage that you need, I suggest if it takes you 2 or 3 times to go over it to get the desired intensity that you're looking for, I would definitely do it a few times instead of trying to do it all at once. So I do have some drippage going on right now, so hopefully it's not too bulky. I'm gonna wait and see how it dries. If there are some drip marks, I could take like a fine sandpaper and maybe just go over it a little bit. Okay, so you have a nice sunny day out, right? And you want to make sure that the following day is just as nice. You don't want to all of a sudden have like a big rainstorm come in and you have nowhere for this to dry, because you definitely don't want to bring this inside. Smell, let me tell you, even though I was wearing my mask, which, you know, was just a very simple mask, the fumes are pretty strong. So you want to keep it outside to dry. So I'm going to put it off to the side for now, and we'll come back to it and see how many coats we're going to need to get the desired results. Make sure you stay tuned for that. My next project with using spray paint is my old wicker chairs that I have. These chairs are still in really good condition, so I definitely want to upcycle these. I'm going to be painting them a glossy black finish. This is a great way to elevate a more traditional looking chair to look a bit more modern. But before you start, you want to make sure to clean off the chair with a damp cloth just to remove any kind of debris.
Playing for the wins, I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up.
Wow guys, I think this came out really cool. So just for reference, this is Rust-Oleum Future's Touch 2x Ultra Cover Paint and Primer in gloss black. I don't have my glasses on. For wood, metal, plastic, and much more. I still have a little bit left in this can, and I sprayed one chair. It's pretty cost effective. And let me tell you, these fumes are really getting to me. I got to double mask up or something because, woo, this is pretty potent. And gloves, definitely gloves. I mean, it's all over. And it's tiring holding down this button for a larger project. Man, my fingers hurt. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry and then we'll come back and I will show you the final product with the yellow cushion on it. So that's really exciting. So make sure to stay tuned to the end of this video. Okay, last, but certainly not least, I have some old garden statues that have definitely seen better days. But not to worry, here comes spray paint to the rescue. I want to make my Buddhas look fancy again. Okay, so I bought 2 different color spray paint for this project. First is a gray flat color for the base. Next is a silver glitter paint. Fancy, right? The reason for using 2 different cans of paint is that the glitter is translucent, so it won't cover up any chips or imperfections. Okay, so let's give it a try. Let's see how this...
I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up, bankroll, euro, peso.
By the way, I can neither confirm nor deny that this is coffee.
Peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up, bankroll, euro.
Hey, welcome to my tropical transformation of my chairs and my little garden statues and old rattan patio furniture. How do you think it came out? I think it came out great. The cushions are a little more glossy than I want them to be, but that's okay. I'm sure over time that could fade. I added just a little decorative pillow behind it to bring in the yellow and blues. The statues came out adorable. I love when the sun glistens on it, how it sparkles and looks super fancy, which was my goal. Okay, now I wasn't planning on this, but this seems to happen to me every single time I go out. I can't help it. So let me share a quick story with you. I was on my way to Home Depot because I ran out of spray paint. Well, I just happened to be driving by one of my local nurseries and I see these tropical trees, plants, whatever you want to call them. I had to stop in and had no idea that tropical plants were indigenous to this area, New Jersey. And he said, they're not. So I said, so what do you do to preserve it? So he suggested, instead of planting them in the ground, he suggested keeping them in pots and then bringing them indoors once it starts getting cold. Now, I don't know how big these things are gonna get. I don't know if I'm gonna have a room. Anyway, that's my plan. I got a palm tree. I got these hibiscus trees. It just all adds to my tropical theme, which by the way, it's not gonna stay here. This is going to be moved over to our patio, which is currently under renovation. And once the patio gets finished, I will make sure to show you my backyard renovation. I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you find these tips useful? Have you spray painted anything recently? Make sure to comment below. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so that I can continue to share more home decorating tips with you. I'm Leslie DePiro from Leslie's in the House.
Me gon' back it up.